Hey guys, welcome to another tier ranking, and been a while since I've uploaded videos. It's been over a month, and so yeah, I'm doing a tier ranking of the Family Guy characters, and yeah, I haven't uploaded some videos lately. I just haven't, I last month I was kind of at the beginning of the month, in early April, I was feeling kind of sick. And I just haven't had time to upload videos. I haven't been feeling very well. And I also, after that, I was busy. I haven't really had time to upload reviews or, videos or tier rankings or anything. But I thought since I haven't been on YouTube for a while, I wanted to do a tier ranking of Family Guy characters. I've been wanting to do this one for a little while because I love Family Guy. Family Guy is one of my favorite cartoon shows. I also love The Simpsons, and I like South Park, and I like Family Guy. And Family Guy has a whole lot of memorable characters, and so yeah. Anyway, let's get started. So yeah, for the S tier is Stewie. No surprise, everyone knows Stewie is the best Family Guy character. It's just he's the main star of the show. He's the main star. Talking baby who wants to take over the world and has an evil plan. It's in the first few seasons he shined like in season 1 to 6 or 7 he was great, and he's still great up to this day. He was the best though in the earlier seasons, and I still love him up to this day. He's still one of the best characters, one of the best cartoon characters, by far the best Family Guy character, and yeah, love Stewie. He's awesome. And then I'm gonna put Peter. Where's Peter? There's Peter. I'm gonna put Peter in the A tier. Yep, Peter's great. Peter's definitely the funniest character in Family Guy. He's hilarious, and he's so great. Seth MacFarlane's great as Peter. He's so funny in this movie, in the show. He's so funny. Peter is a classic, and he has some really funny scenes. Peter's definitely one of the funniest cartoon characters. He is really, really funny, and so, yep. And then I'm gonna put Quagmire right here. I'm gonna put Glenn Quagmire. Yep. Giggity goo. Alright. Yeah, Quagmire, the sex maniac neighbor. Who else but Quagmire? He's Quagmire! He's Quagmire! You never really know what you wanna get! He's Quagmire! He's Quagmire! Giggity, 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 let's have sex! Yeah, he's a complete sex maniac, but he is really, really funny. And he's really, really funny. And he's one of the funniest cartoon characters, and he's very memorable. And Seth MacFarlane's great as Quagmire. Alright! Very funny scenes, and so, yeah. Anyway, Quagmire's hilarious. Alright, and then I'm gonna put Joe. Where's Joe? There's Joe, right there. I'm gonna put Joe right. Oops. Yeah. Yep. I love Joe as well. Patrick Warburton is so awesome as Joe. I know Joe has really severe anger issues. He loses his temper so easily, and he's a crippled cop. And I love Joe. Patrick Warburton is so good as Joe. I just can't. No one else can voice Joe. Patrick Warburton is the best choice to voice Joe. No one else can voice Joe. The only person, if Patrick Warburton was not able to play Joe, Nicolas Cage would have also been a really good Joe because the way Joe freaks out. But no one else. Not even Nicolas Cage would. I mean, I love Nicolas Cage, but he definitely would not have been as good as Patrick Warburton. Patrick Warburton was the best choice to play Joe, to voice Joe. He's so good at voicing Joe. No one else could voice Joe. Nobody else. He was so awesome, and Joe is is one of my favorite characters in Family Guy. I love Joe, and he is pretty funny. So yeah. And then I'm gonna put Lois. There's Lois. I'm gonna put Lois right here. Yeah, Lois is also a very memorable character. She can be pretty funny sometimes, and she is a little whiny at times, though. Peanut, even Peter has mimicked her voice before. and and she is definitely one of the hottest Family Guy characters. And yeah, Family Guy is great. Lois is funny. She can be pretty funny, and so yeah, I like Lois. And then I'm gonna put where should I put for the B tier? I think I'm gonna put God, wait, who should I put for the B tier? Who should I put? I think I'm gonna put I think I'm gonna put where's Mort Gold? This Mort. Yeah, I'm gonna put Mort Goldman right here. I like Mort Goldman. He's I do like Mort Goldman. And yeah, he's also a very memorable character as well. And yeah, he's pretty memorable. He can be. He's also a bit of a cheap ass. And yeah, I like Mort. He's pretty good. I forget that guy's name. That guy who voices him. He's a really good voice actor who voices him. So yeah, I like Mort Goldman. And then I'm gonna put. Oof. I'm gonna put Adam West. Forgot to actually. I should probably actually. You know what? I'll put Adam West right here. Forgot to put him in the A tier. I like Mayor Adam West. He's great and one of my favorite characters in the show. And it's too bad he's not in the show anymore because you know what happened with Adam West since he died. But he was great. I love Mayor Adam West. He was like one of my favorite characters on the show and very memorable character. And he was pretty funny too. So yeah. All right, and then I'm gonna put oof, man. I think I'm gonna put Drome right here. Yeah, Drome is a very underrated character. I like Drome. He is an underrated character, and yeah, he's pretty cool. And I forget. I don't even know that guy's whoever that guy is who voices him. He's really great. And yeah, I know. I like he. I remember when they introduced him in the first episode. You know, when Cleveland was not there anymore, they wanted to find a replacement, but they wanted it to be a black guy, and they find Drome. And yeah, I like Drome. He's definitely a really great character. He's one of my favorite characters, and very underrated character. Not a lot of people talk about a whole lot about Drome, but I like Drome. He's cool. And then I'm gonna put I think I'll put where's the I'm gonna put Jillian, Brian's ex, right, or Brian's girlfriend right here. Yeah, I do like. Yeah, Jillian was pretty memorable. I remember she dated Brian, and I think they like came and went within their relationship. And yeah, I do like Jillian. She's probably like she has to be like maybe my favorite out of Brian's, girlfriends. Or actually I don't know if she's my favorite. I think I really liked I also really like I think I'm gonna put Ida right here. Yeah, Ida. I do like Ida as well. I think actually she has to be my favorite out of Brian's girlfriends. I like Ida. And she was originally Quagmire's dad. He was originally Dan Quagmire. And he was like a sergeant, I think, or yeah, I think, or was he a sergeant? Yeah, I know he was a soldier, and so yeah, I do like Ida. She's one of the few characters on the show who absolutely because you know how she idolizes Brian. And yeah, she's a really nice character. She's probably like the nicest character on the show. And so, yeah. And then I'm gonna put ooh, checking for the I think I'm gonna put James Woods right here. I like James Woods. He's one of the best Family Guy villains. You know, he's Peter's enemy, and yeah, I do like to see James Woods in some episodes. He was pretty cool. He's a really cool villain. You know, very memorable villain. He has some pretty good episodes, and yeah, I like James Woods. And then I'm gonna put Ernie the giant. I'm gonna put the chicken right there. He has nothing really on screen except when he's fighting Peter, but it is really funny every time I see it. Every time he fights Peter, he is just absolutely hysterical. They are both hysterical together. And so, yeah, Ernie, Ernie the chicken. I'm gonna put the Kool-Aid Man right here. I'll put him right here. Yeah, the Kool-Aid Man's very funny. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah! Very funny every time he shows up. He just bursts in. He's like, oh yeah! One of the biggest running gags in the show. The Kool-Aid Man's very memorable. He's pretty funny. I like the Kool-Aid Man. And then I'll put Consuela right here. Yeah, I like Consuela as well. She's pretty funny. Every time, one of the biggest running gags, she's like, no, Mr. Superman, no here. I like Consuela. She's funny. She's one of the best. I like that running gag. She's always like, no. Yeah, that was pretty funny, and Consuela is one of the funniest characters in Family Guy, and so, yeah. And then, okay. I'm gonna put, wait, okay, alright, now for the C tier. I'm gonna put Brian in the C tier. Yes, I know. A lot of people love Brian. Now hear me out. I used to love Brian. Brian used to be one of my favorite characters in Family Guy. He used to be back in the day, like from like season 1 to like 5 or 6, something like that. Brian would be would be a lot higher on this list. Brian used to be like my second favorite character along with Stewie. You know, from season 1 to 5, he was an S tier. I used to love Brian, but it's just the newer seasons. He's so unlikable. He's just such an unlikable dick. You know, it's just characters characters like Peter. You're supposed to hate Peter. You know, Peter's supposed to be, you know, a jerk. He's supposed to be an unlikable character. You know, or same with Quagmire. You know, his shtick is, you know, he's very like he's like a sex maniac, and you know, like he can be abusive sometimes. But like those, you're supposed to hate those characters. You know, characters like Brian. Brian's supposed to be more of a protagonist. Like in the first few seasons, he was a lot more subtle, and you know, like he was a lot more like not as obnoxious as he is now. It's just nowadays he's just an unlikable dick. It's just they changed him completely. And like, you know, characters like Brian, you know, he's supposed to be a lot smarter than characters say like Peter or Quagmire or Carter Peterschmidt. Like they're supposed to be those guys, they're unlikable dicks. And so but Brian, I mean, yeah. It's like, you're not supposed to hate on Brian, but he's just very unlikable and just a big douchebag. It's like characters like Peter or Quagmire or Carter, they're supposed to be douchebags, but Brian, it's like you're supposed to like think Brian is like one of the smarter characters, and it's just, but he's just a jerk. You know, what Quagmire said about Brian in that one episode, he wasn't wrong. He did say some stuff a lot of stuff that was right about Brian, and so, yeah, just Brian. unlikable. I used to love Brian. He used to be my second favorite Family Guy. He used to be my second favorite character, along with Stewie. I used to love Brian, but just nowadays he's just really unlikable. I mean, I love Brian from the earlier seasons, but nowadays what they did with Brian, I don't like him. I don't like what they've done to him. But yeah, I know a lot of people do love Brian though. Anyway, I'm gonna put Bruce right here. I know I like Bruce. He's pretty. I mean, I do like I do think Bruce is kind of funny. I guess, but he's just like, oh no. He's pretty funny. Oh no, I know. He has some pretty memorable scenes, but yeah, I guess he's a pretty fine, a decent character. And so yeah, and then I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Meg right here. Yeah, Meg is. I would put her in the C tier just because I don't think she deserves all that bad everyone treating her that way. I do feel bad for her whenever she's bullied. I don't think she deserves to be bullied like that. It is mean, but it's I do feel sorry for Meg, but I'm not like a big fan of Meg though. She's just not very funny, not very interesting. But again, I do feel bad for Meg whenever she gets bullied. I don't think she deserves to be bullied, but but again, I'm not a big fan of Meg, but she doesn't deserve all that all that bullying she gets, but all that hatred she gets, but yeah, but I do feel bad for Meg whenever she's bullied. So yeah, but I'm just not really into Meg overall. So yeah. And then I'm going to put Tom Tucker. I'll put Tom Tucker right here. Yeah. Tom Tucker is pretty memorable. Actually, I'll put Tom Tucker right next to Brian. Yeah, Tom Tucker is pretty, memorable. And Seth MacFarlane does do a pretty good job voicing Tom Tucker. And so, yeah, Tom Tucker is fine. I do like Tom Tucker a bit. Then I'll put put Peter's boss, Angela, voiced by Carrie Fisher. Yeah, I do like Angela. I mean, I do think she's just okay. Carrie Fisher did a pretty good job voicing Angela. I do think she's fine. I don't love that character. I don't think she's just okay. But I do like Carrie Fisher. She did a good job voicing her, and so yeah. Then I'm gonna put Chris right here. Yeah, Chris. I know a lot of people say in the show Meg is their least favorite. I would just have to say Chris is my least favorite out of all of them. I'm just not really into Chris. He's very weird, he's a little creepy too, but yeah, I don't really have much to say about Chris. He's just, he's very weird, kind of creepy. So, yeah. Who else should I put? I'm gonna put, I'll put Principal Shepard right here. Yeah, I've seen Principal Shepard in some episodes, but he's not a really interesting character, I don't really see him that much on the show. He's just not very interesting, And then I'm gonna put, Cleveland, right? I'll put Cleveland right here. I think Cleveland. I'll put Cleveland right here. Yeah. I do think Cleveland is, sometimes I like him, but he's not very funny. They even made a show, and it wasn't really interesting, The show, it just wasn't very good, and so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do think Cleveland is, he's just not very funny, kind of a boring character, Not really interesting, not really, Cleveland's just not a very interesting character. Oops. And then I'm gonna put Herbert the pervert right here. Well, he is a pervert, and he is very, very creepy. But my God, does he have some funny? My goodness, he is very funny though. Herbert is pretty funny, I will admit, but he's very, very creepy, very creepy. And so, but he is pretty funny at times. Chris, like he has some very funny moments, like especially like with Chris. He's like, "Hey, Chris," like, but yeah. I mean, I do think Herbert is pretty funny, but he is very, very creepy, and he should definitely be in prison. If you guys think Quagmire is creepy, let me introduce you to Herbert. Ugh. But he is pretty funny, though. So that's why I put him in the C tier, because he is funny. And I didn't put him in the D tier, the F tier, because he is pretty funny sometimes, but yet he is very creepy. But he's pretty funny, though. But too creepy, though, and disturbing. And then I'm going to put... Alright. Now for the... I'm going to put Dr. Hartman right here. Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Hartman. He is, yeah, he's a very, childish doctor. He always cracks jokes and, but, like, it's just, yeah, not into Dr. Hartman. Like, just not the best doctor to have. Alright, now for the D tier. I'm going to put Carter Pewterschmidt right here. Yep, Carter Pewterschmidt is an unlikable dick. But, I mean, as I said earlier, like Brian, though, characters like Carter, Peter, or Quagmire, one of them, you're supposed to hate on them. They're supposed to be unlikable, unlike Brian. But I have to put Carter on the D tier. He's very obnoxious, And, yeah, just not into Carter. Very unlikable dick. Alright, and then I'm going to put, I'm going to put Neil Goldman right here. Yeah, I'm just not really into Neil Goldman. He's kind of a boring character, just not really interesting. Haven't really seen him in a whole lot of episodes. I'm just not really into him. And then I'm going to put Bertram right here. I don't like Bertram. Wallace Shawn does do a pretty, good. I do like him I do think Wallace Shawn is very good as Bertram, but I'm not really into that character though. He's just a ripoff of Stewie. He has the same motives as Stewie. Like he wants to take over the world, and it's just and he has a football shaped head. He's just exactly like Stewie, but an absolute ripoff. It's just he's a complete copycat of Stewie. But Wallace Shawn does do a good job as Bertram, but I'm just not into Bertram. And then I'm going to put... I'm going to put Diane Simmons right here. Yeah, I'm just not really into Diane Simmons. She's not really interesting. I mean, I know she's like one of the Family Guy villains. You find out she's a villain, and it's just I don't know. Was never really into Diane, and so I don't know. Didn't really catch my attention, and so yeah, just not really interested in her. She was probably one of my least favorite. She's one of my least favorite characters in the show. She's just She's not an interesting character. Very kind of boring. Alright, and so I'm then gonna put, I forgot this pirate's name. He, yeah, not really interested in him either. Just not a very, very interesting character. Kind of very obnoxious. And so, yeah. And then Joyce. Yeah. She was a complete copycat of Diane. Not into her either. Yeah, don't have much to say. And now for the F tier. I'm going to put Bonnie in the F tier. Ugh, God, I can't stand Bonnie. She's one of my least favorite Family Guy characters. Oh my God, I can't stand Bonnie. She's just a terrible wife to Joe. She, like, at times even wants to kill him. And that is just awful. And I can't stand Bonnie. She's also, like, very, like she's just not a very, she's a terrible wife, And she cheated on Joe a few times. I mean, a lot. Quite a bit. And then Connie D'Amico. Yep. I can't stand Connie. My God, she is just really, really annoying. She is one of the most annoying cartoon characters. She's like, not even like she's just a really annoying bully. She's just really annoying. She's not even just a full bully. She's just a really whiny bitch. She's just really annoying. I can't stand her. Unlike characters like Nelson from The Simpsons, I do think he's an entertaining character. He is kind of funny at times. Nelson's more memorable and more enjoyable as a bully. As a bully. Connie, on the other hand, is just really annoying and just. I can't stand Connie. She's one of my least favorite cartoon characters. I can't stand Connie, and she's definitely my least favorite Family Guy character. I can't stand her. So, yeah. Anyway, those are my tier rankings of all the Family Guy most of the Family Guy characters. I'm sure I don't know. Let me know if I missed any others that you like or that I should have mentioned. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Let me know down in the comment section below. Comment below. Let me know. And if you like this, please subscribe to my channel and hit that like. All right. Later.